Hey everyone, today I want to recommend a very brief read for you. This is a Kevin DeYoung's book, Men and Women in the Church, a short biblical practical introduction. I believe he succeeds on all fronts. It is short. Your main chapters run about 150 pages, maybe. And he always has a very clear writing style. He knows how to give illustrations and just bullet points when he needs to. He has helpful acronyms like ABC, and does things like that very well. And he goes through the biblical data and hits the main passages and patterns that the Bible has and promises for us as men and women, being either a man or a woman of God, is just a wonderful blessing in the way God has made us. Just going back to Genesis, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the heaven and the livestock and over all the earth and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female, he created them. And skipping down to verse 31, God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. And then getting into marriage, this idea that husbands are to love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Wives, submit to your husbands as to the Lord. And just unpacking this mystery that marriage points to Christ and the church. Well, that raises questions for you. You don't know how to talk about that. If you want an introduction to it, because you're thinking about that as a young person, or you're a parent and you want just very helpful, practical ways to have a conversation with your son or your daughter on what it means to be a man, what it means to be a woman. There's definitely paragraphs in here, sections, a lot of ways that could start some really good conversations about what it means to guard, provide, keep, protect, and serve as a man for his wife. Those types of just good conversations are started in this book. And then just different passages you might go over potentially through family worship, something like that. Just have those little conversations with your son or your daughter. So I commend this book. It's an excellent and short introduction. I didn't have anything like this growing up. I just had my mom and my dad. They shared basically everything I find in this book in little ways, in little conversations consistently through my life, through my pastor and different places. But it's very nice to find in one place a book that goes through Genesis, does an excellent just survey of the patterns throughout the Bible, and then the way Jesus reinforces the Old Testament's view of men and women created in the image of God, and looks at marriage and some of the practical sections. I think growing up as boys and girls is an excellent little 30-page or 20-page, not even 20, 15-page chapter as well. So I hope this is helpful for you, and you can get your hands on this work. Thank you, and hope you have a blessed rest of your day.